Hello, welcome to Best Laid Schemes, where we're playing D&D in the Mythic Odysseys of Theros universe. Sorry about the delay. We had a laptop issue, but it seems to be all okay now. Touch wood, crossed fingers, and so on. So, the party, having done all sorts of heroics in the polis of Meletis, are now leaving in search of a temple to Clothis that they have been told about. And it's only their second foray out of the city as a party, so this will be interesting.
The first one went so well.
Yeah,
fine.
We didn't get attacked very often.
Okay, so you're leaving the environs of Meletis. The city is walled. Glancing back at it, you can see the villas that crest the hill at the top of the cliff. You can see the observatory where philosophers watch the skies of Nyx, trying to interpret what the gods are up to. You can see the walls, and just faintly you can see the hoplites of the Reverent Army patrolling. And you're moving away through fields and farmlands out into the wilds of Theros.
Can I see my villa?
Yeah, I think you could probably make it out from here.
Kind of point it out to people.
Just random people at your party.
No,
just okay.
That's where we just came from.
I'm going to pat him on the shoulder.
I don't see it from very often.
True.
Yeah. It's not a massively high hill from this side, but when you going up the hill from like down by the docks, it's quite a climb to get up there. It doesn't look. It looks deceptively gentle from this angle where you're on the mainland. So the road heads on out through farmland. There are a number of outlying settlements around Meletis that are broadly fall under the same jurisdiction. You pass the turn-off that you took before to get down to the little village where you picked up Titos. But that turn-off heads down right onto the cliff face. And you're following the main road, which heads towards the next major settlement, which is the town of Krymnos. It takes you a good... Let's see. It takes you the best part of the morning to get out of sight of the city and clear of most of the farms, and you're basically just following a road through pretty much just grassy plains at this point. When off in the distance, you can hear hoofbeats, and before you can hear them. You can all hear them pretty easily before you see them, and then over in the distance, over the crest of a gentle hill, you see a band of centaurs appear. And as they crest the hill, they change direction and head over to intercept you.
Ooh. What do we know of centaurs?
Let's see. You probably don't know a massive amount of centaurs. You would know that basically the plains in between the three I can't do the plural. Polias? The three cities. The three cities surround a central area of plains, and there are three tribes of centaurs that live there. Some of them are pretty warlike, but the ones near Meletis, the Lagona tribe, are fairly agreeable and peaceful, as long as you don't upset
What
them.
language do they speak?
I believe they speak their own language.
And sorry, how would you know these ones are Ligona tribe? Is that because they're the local tribe? So
yeah, Ligona are the local tribe. The series are let's see, further over towards Setessa.
can
And
you
I
zoom
can't.
in a bit?
Sorry. Yes, I can. Hold on. Woo!
Ooh,
That's quite zoomed in. There you go.
so we're heading towards Krymnos.
Tell you what, hang on. Let me just show everybody else the map. There we go. So there is the Ligona Plains. It's not series. It's Theres. Theres centaurs. Sorry.
Ah, okay.
Let me just see if I can scroll that over a little bit. There we go. So you're heading from Meletis, following the kind of coast road towards Krymnos.
So are they near to us? Because I can speak to them.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They're approaching, and after a minute or two, they arrive. There are 5 centaurs there. They are wearing bronze breastplates, carrying spears. Couple of them have got helms on, and one approaches and addresses you. The others hang back, and one approaches a little way and addresses you in somewhat broken common, saying, "What you do on our lands?"
I'd like to speak to him in Sylvan.
In Sylvan?
Yeah, they speak.
I
I'm sure they do.
I will double check.
Because it's centaurs and something else speaks Sylvan, I think.
Satyrs speak Sylvan.
Yeah, but centaurs do too, supposedly.
I'm gonna double check that.
Just check.
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, I'm just going to have a quick word with Dericles. And I'm going to speak to him in Minotaur, just because I'm showing off.
Wow.
Okay.
And I'm going to say to him, so you're like kind of half bull, half human?
Well, I'm more full Minotaur, really, but...
And those centaurs are like half human and half horse.
Yeah.
So what would happen?
Hester, kick him.
I don't think it
Can you
works
speak
like
Minotaur, Shade?
No. But I'm just looking at the hand signals.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking at the hand signals.
The gods are the ones that have created these body shapes that we inhabit. I don't think that the usual
Wasn't any jiggery pokery.
I hope not.
Yeah. I was just wondering, idle chit chat.
Still hiding behind
Yeah.
Heracles.
Okay. Yes, the lead, the centaur who spoke to you. Sorry, what did you say to him in Sylvan? I've forgotten already.
No, I just greeted him in Sylvan. Because he spoke to us in common, I just wanted to let him know that I'm...
Oh, marvellous, he said. Yeah, sorry to bother you, but what are you doing on our lands?
Are you wearing monocles?
Oh, they should.
Hats.
We're going to the Nessian Wood. We've got a quest to the Nessian Wood. We didn't know that we needed permission to cross these lands.
Oh, no, you don't need permission. We just like to check in and be aware of who is crossing the plains. So, Nessian Wood,
Okay. Yes.
You look like you can
we
handle
seek-
yourselves.
We're seeking information at the Temple of Clothis.
Temple of Clothis.
Yes, we're not worshippers. We're just needing information. They're causing trouble.
Oh, I see. I don't know it myself. Let me see. He calls over his shoulder. Lads, any of you know anything about a Temple of Clothis in the Nessian Wood? There's a bunch of grunts and head shakes and things. No, sorry. We hunt in the woods now and then, but don't have many dealings with.
Is there anything coming up ahead that we need to know about?
Around here? Not really.
Yeah, anything. We don't want to do the wrong thing. So if there's sort of some,
Oh, frankly, you'll be fine. It's hard work when we get travellers coming here through here who don't even speak Sylvan and trying to.
Well, it's nice to be able to use it. I don't use it very often.
Ah, well, glad to give you the opportunity. You speak it very well.
Oh, well, it was wonderful meeting you. My name's Shade, and these are Pims, Dericles, and Hester.
Ah, nice to meet you. Okay. Here we go. Sorry, didn't.
I'm just going to lean over to Hester and just say, she's doing very well, isn't she?
My name's Volian.
Right. So, would you mind speaking to them in common? I know it's hard, but
I'll do my best. Okay. Please do correct me if I get anything wrong.
I was very impressed.
And he turns to the rest of you and says, "You go Nessian Wood. You well armored. You probably live."
I'm going to do a deep bow and say, "Thank you, noble centaur people. We go Nessian Wood."
Sorry, we'll speak slower.
No, if I say to Volian in Sylvan, I'd like to say it's a language thing, but
Nessian Wood.
While he's doing that, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy to create the sound of thunder just a few feet away and say, we really should be going before it starts raining.
Okay. Let's see.
I look up at a cloudless sky.
I'm just gonna. Okay. The group of centaurs kind of like start slightly at the sound of that, but they seem to quickly realise what's happened, and a couple of them give you suspicious looks. The Volian speaks to you, Shays, and says, "Oh, I say, there's no need for that.
She's a bit shy around other people. But we've given you our names. If you can pass it on to other people, other centaurs, just to let them know that we mean them no harm."
Certainly, I'll let the next patrol know that you're passing through, and yes, nice to meet you. Please, if you find yourselves crossing our heartlands, then please do stop by if you happen to come across the main herd.
That's a really lovely suggestion.
Well,
and if you're ever in need of adventurers who maybe can help in some way, you know who we are.
Good to know. Thank you. And he turns to the rest of you and says, "Thanks you. We go patrol."
Yes.
We go on heroic quest.
He nods, and then they peel off, and the ground thrums with the hoofbeats of this little patrol of centaurs as they gallop away into the distance.
Wow, they were so interesting. Really eloquent.
Really?
They sounded very nice.
They did. I asked
Did
them
they tell you anything
whether.
interesting?
Yeah, they said we looked pretty well tooled up for the Nessian Wood. They thought we'd be fine. I let them know who we are and said to them if they could pass that information on to the other patrols so they wouldn't give us any trouble. But they didn't know where the temple was.
They look pretty well tooled up themselves, didn't they? I quite like those breastplates they had, very shiny.
Oh, you should have asked them what they used to shine them up.
Yeah, I should have.
Our new armor's pretty shiny, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems to be permanently shiny as well. I mean, it's like you actually, it's quite hard to kind of dull. Quite
Does it
impressive.
We
squeak a
haven't been
bit?
anywhere
'cause it's
muddy
new?
yet.
Or is it old?
It's got that new armor smell, you know? I'm going to put my arm up to Hester. Not Hester, sorry, Shade. It's got a new armor smell. Have a sniff.
Was that in an aggressive way?
Oh,
No,
no.
I thought that was aggressive. Or
No.
just checking.
What do you mean?
Pre-blood and sweat smell that it has.
It does. At the moment, it smells mostly of polish. He's
Yeah.
literally just
Polish.
shining it.
Polish on the polish.
Yeah.
Well, it keeps him busy. So we're
Okay.
going down. We're actually going to stop at Crimnos.
It's on the way, and it will be getting dark round about then. So.
Cool.
Right, okay, well, let's get on our merry way before we get rained on.
Yeah. Thanks, Hester.
You head on under the cloudless blue sky. The terrain becomes a little bit rockier as you continue sort of southeast-ish. It becomes harder to see further, but you approach as the sun is beginning to lower. You find yourselves overlooking a small town. It's pretty simple. Cluster of single-story buildings. It doesn't seem to have any sort of like walls or defences. Particularly, excuse me. It is surrounded by fields and a couple of vineyards in the surrounding area, nestled in a little kind of valley. Let's jump to... if somebody's sending me messages in Discord, I can't see them. Sorry.
It's not me.
Okay.
No.
So this little town nestles in the in this valley. It looks fairly quiet. Let me just jump into. I've lost it. So as you approach as you head down the valley and into the town, you can hear the sound of music.
Ooh.
Yep. There is, and as you enter the town square, you can now see that basically people have townsfolk seem to have lit a lot of oil lamps. There is a bard playing a harp, sat somewhere in the centre, and people are just enjoying a communal evening meal in the middle of town.
Do I recognise the song that's being played?
Oh, I would say, well, mate, tell you what, make a history roll.
Okay. Sure, I'm great
Roll
at
for
history.
it. Yeah.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah. This is
Okay.
you know all the words to this one.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to dig out my loot,
Oh, okay.
stride into the square, singing along in harmony and playing a few strums of the old lute.
Right, go for it. Make a performance roll.
I want them to know we've arrived, and and I want to basically steal the show.
Okay.
Performance. I kid you not. I've just rolled another natural 20.
Oh,
Fantastic. Okay.
That's 24.
Okay. Pims, you're all actually pretty impressed. Pims strides forth, like getting his loot out, and you all kind of cringe, prepared to apologise.
Cringe! How dare you all? We're together.
we didn't say that.
You don't notice this, Pims, because you're focusing on the performance, and you. Let me just check this. Okay. You march in and start and join in, and the bard who's already there, basically, he responds really well to your involvement, and he starts since, let's see. Yeah, he actually allows you to take over the vocals, because you have. I'm assuming that you have pretty good baritone, given your build. So he lets you take over the song, and he just sort of like plays a little counterpoint around you, and
I'd like to go.
Crowd...
Is it how? Chris, I'd like to go around the crowd collecting money.
Yeah.
Okay. Well...
Throw a coin to your whichever.
What are you collecting money in?
Oh, what have I got? Somebody else's purse normally.
Do you mean? Sorry, did you mean that you were actually going to go around and actually sort of try to solicit donations, or did you mean that you were going to go around while they were distracted and just like lighten their load?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
If I can.
Make tell you what, make me a persuasion roll for the begging and a sleight of hand.
Excuse me, it's not begging.
For the...
It is music appreciation.
Okay.
Tax.
She's my manager. She's doing a great job.
And a sleight of hand roll for the pickpocketing.
Right. Okay. Sleight of hand's a natural 20.
Whoa!
I'm glad to think that you're going to roll and meet those monsters later.
Yeah,
and the persuasion's a 15.
And we peaked a bit early.
Right. Okay. That's not bad. Okay. In that case, you will get. Let's see. You will get 3 silver, 8 copper in donations.
Right.
That's unfortunate.
It's okay. It's just,
and you managed to lift another 6 silver in from a couple of purses. You're not in Meletis now.
No.
These are not
that's
wealthy
fine.
folk.
No, but it pays for a bit.
Yeah, Shade wanders through the crowd, sort of like jingling little bag and telling everyone who this audacious bard is, and she gets a few coppers thrown in the hat. Is anybody else doing so? When your song finishes, finishes, Pims, the bard claps you on the shoulder and says, "Well done.
Did I get a suitable?
I needed
round
a
of
break."
applause? Did I get a suitable round of applause?
Oh yes, yeah. You get a great response because also, strangers. This is new. This is different. So you get a small crowd. Actually, you get a small crowd of people wanting to sort of like ask you who you are and where you're from.
Are any of them pretty ladies?
How lucky are you? No.
No.
No. None of them are. None of them are pretty ladies. Most of them are kids.
Right.
Who are interested to hear tales from beyond.
Okay,
beyond the little town.
I'll start telling them all about the amazing adventures we have had.
Oh, okay. Right
As
now.
the full heroes of Meletis.
Okay, that's cool. You as you start doing that, that will gather another little crowd as people.
Can I
listen
give
to
a
your
couple
stories.
of silver to the bard?
You can, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to show him the
Thank
the
you.
money and
That's very kind of
pay
you.
out 2 silver to. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention about the other silver, but just what's in the hat.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I
Very
mean,
kind of you.
I'm going to ask if there's anyone can recommend a place to stay.
Let's see. Yeah, you will. Someone will. Point at the basically like the biggest house in town and say, oh, sorry, I've got to look up the names. Sorry, I'm terrible. Yes, the headman has a spare room which is he will rent out to travellers often. Sure, you can stay
Just
there.
the one?
We are only a small village.
Okay.
Oh, we can bunk up together, can't we, Shade? We know each other well enough now, surely.
Will they have a bed big enough for Dericles?
I could sleep on the floor.
That's a good point.
I'm ignoring Pims.
How about you, Hester? You'll be all right to bunk up together, won't you?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah. I mean, we've all seen each other in the baths, haven't we?
No.
No embarrassment here.
Well, I'm not embarrassed, no, but I'm just not sure why you're mentioning it. It's a perfectly ordinary thing to do.
Yes, this is a culture with a Mediterranean climb and much more cosmopolitan opinions on clothing. So, right. Sorry, I was looking up I was a name. That was it. I was after a name. Okay. Yes, a portly man in a simple white shift approaches you, saying, "Welcome to our village. I am Doris. This is Krimnos. Are you passing through?"
We are indeed passing through. I'm looking for somewhere to stay for the night, Doris.
We're on a heroic quest.
Excellent. I hope you will be able to tell us of your adventures.
Well, we haven't done them yet, but we did
No,
previously.
we went to the underworld.
the city.
We've been to the underworld.
His eyes just light up. He says, "This is wonderful. We are. It is so good to have fresh faces in town and new stories. Please come with me. Bring your armor, your weapons. I have. We do not really have an inn of any sort, but I have spare room which you are very welcome to use."
Thank you very much. Very
Okay.
kind.
And he leads you into the house. It's pretty basic by Meletis standards, but it is a multi-room house, and he shows you into a side room, which it has 3 ordinary sort of like straw pallets lining one wall, and there's basically a kind of a side table with a bowl of water on it, and so on. Pretty basic amenities. Please leave all your weapons, armor here, and please join us. You must be hungry after your journey.
Starving.
We are a bit, I think, yeah.
Start taking off all my gear and chucking it on one of the pallets.
Okay. And he returns back out into the town square. Let's see. Can I have you all make a history roll just to see if any of you know anything about Primnos?
11.
I got 11 as well.
13. Okay.
4.
Okay. Right.
Get it out of the way early.
I will say. So Shade, you having spent most of your life in Meletis and occasionally in Virons, you know a little bit about this place. You are aware that it is largely a minute.
Poorer than it
I've
was
lost-
about half an hour ago.
That is true.
Yep.
Since you have arrived. Oh, God, there it is. Right. Sorry. This town is the this is the town where the famous philosopher Anapse came from. He ancient philosopher who founded the Anapsian school, which you would school of thought, which you would probably know better as basically hedonism.
Right. Cool.
Mm-hmm. So this and Krimnos continues to attract Anapsian philosophers who wish to experience the simple pleasures of Anapse's background, basically. So, you return to the village square, and you are offered food. It is again not as fancy as you have in the Amara villa, but it is filling and wholesome, and they are just offering it to you. So there is wine, there is bread, there is olives.
They're eating as well, aren't they?
Oh yes, they were all eating when you arrived, basically.
All right.
Okay.
So, guys, do you think we should offer them some money for this?
I think that might be a bit rude.
The head man said that he wanted stories and things. Perhaps we could tell of some of the things that we've been doing in the city. Maybe even act some of them out.
Yes.
Maybe Pims and I could do
I'll
some.
get my loot out. Start strumming a few chords.
Please. People seem quite excited at the thought that you may be about to perform again.
Yeah. Hester, give us a song.
And I open my mouth as if I'm going to sing, and absolutely no sound comes out.
We should tell the story of how Pims destroyed the book in the underworld.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Go on then.
I'm going to lean forward, and I'm going to do that thing where the thaumaturgy where I can change my eyes. So, and it's just like a kind of slideshow of what happened with the book in the underworld, right up to the point where I slap Pims for doing it.
And I play
Does
like
it, no, right up to and including.
Yes,
Okay.
and including.
and on
Okay,
my
so
lead, I'm gonna play like a tune that's kind of like silent movie type,
Okay, cool. So
different beats in it,
okay, right, that's brilliant. You're doing that. As you begin doing this, you get like a small crowd gather around you, Hester, all peering into your eyes. It's a little bit intense because people are like everybody's craning forward to look at these tiny images. It's a little bit intimidating. Shade and Dericles, are you contributing to this particular performance?
I think Dericles might start trying to act out some of the fight things from what we've been doing.
What from the marketplace?
Yeah, well, but maybe it may be in sort of concert with what Hester's doing. Maybe sort of trying to mime a Palom Knight, or do some of the moves that we did in the
Okay.
in the
Isn't that
combat.
going to be quite scary?
Okay.
Probably.
that helps because as you're telling the story, you can and it gets to a dramatic bit, then you can kind of like hand over to Dericles to act out the combat, and like everybody's attention switches to him, which gives you a little bit of a break, Hester. I'm going to say that Hester, you're leading this performance, so you roll, but you can roll with advantage and with a +2 because there's two of them helping you. You with us, Jill?
Oh, 16, sorry, because, yeah.
Okay, 16. Excellent. Okay, yeah, that your story goes down really well. There's and some of the children like tug on your sleeve and pester you for more questions about the returned and about whether is their skin cold to the touch, and do they breathe fire, and how many of them did you kill? And so I know that they want all sorts of ridiculous details.
So I'm not going to speak. I'm going to carry on making pictures for them, but I'm going to make the pictures a little bit exaggerated. So I'm going to have them breathing fire in the pictures.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
and
cool.
Just that kind of thing. Just kind of.
Okay, that's cool.
Exaggerating.
Yeah, they like that. Yeah, you can pick up on the thing on like the things that you can you make me another performance roll? This is just between you and the kids.
8.
8. Oh, okay. That's cool. You try to pick up on the like ideas that the children throw in and introduce those elements into your presentation, but they quickly cotton on that that's what you're doing and start throwing in ridiculous things to see if you'll add it.
I'm going to keep trying to add them.
And then some of the suggestions start to get a bit rude.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Is anybody doing anything?
I'd like to
anything
use some
else?
sleight of hand.
Oh, what do you want to do?
I'm going to use some copper coins and make them run across my fingers and, do little coin tricks for
Okay.
some of the kids.
Sounds cool.
While I'm playing the lute,
Mm-hmm.
I maybe slightly paranoid, but I just want to look up at the sky and see if aren't any griffins around, are there?
No, you can. Shade, do you want to just like make a quick sleight of hand roll just to see how well you do with that? And no, the night sky has
19.
19. Oh, yeah, you're fantastic. Yeah. Some of the children who are disappointed that Hester's not
Using their rude suggestions.
Yeah, taking on their suggestions. They come and admire your skills instead. Pims, the night as the sun has gone down and sort of like as the sky turns golden and pink in the that's dawn, isn't it? Orange for sunset.
Well, pink and orange.
Pinky orangey. It's sunset basically. As the sun sets, the night sky comes alive with the multicoloured stars and nebulae of Nyx, and which you don't tend to pay it so much attention when you're in Meletis because there are lamps everywhere, and it's.
I do.
You do, Shade. Yeah. So it's like living in a big city. You don't tend to spend a lot of time looking up at the sky, whereas here, even though you're in a village square, the sky seems bigger, more expansive. The village is less well lit, so it's more obvious that above you can see familiar shapes in the stars. The constellations representing the gods change over time, but more or less they're still recognizable, but they move around the sky and they change depending on the mood and activities of the gods. But interpreting them is a skill you could spend a lifetime trying to master. But as far as you can tell, it is. It looks. Nyx looks as it should, colourful, slowly moving. You can you can recognise some of the familiar stories of the gods that you're familiar with, kind of like represented in the relative positions of particular constellations.
But no griffins.
No.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get back to just concentrating on my music.
Okay. So yes, you have generally have a pretty good time. Yeah, you once again you are kind of fated as heroes, but this time in much more as entertainers. Obviously, they're aware that you have martial skills and so on, but this evening they're just happy to hear your stories and watch the various entertainments that you provide. So, is anybody staying up ridiculously late, drinking?
I just want to get Dericles some milk, because all that kind of acting out the things we've been through looks like quite a lot, and I just want to make sure he's hydrated.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, you can ask. They don't have let's see, but yeah, they probably would have some. Yeah, somebody goes and fetches a Dericles a deep bowl of milk, and it is unlike the milk that you got in the city. This milk is fresh and very tasty.
Thank you.
Shade,
Yes.
do you remember when we left Meletis and I pointed back and pointed out
Yes.
my home? And
Yeah. And the clubhouse.
I'm going to look up at the sky and I'm going to say, so which one's yours?
All of it.
All of it. Wow.
Totally straight-faced.
Oh.
I have no idea. I don't remember any of that.
Oh,
But I'd say all of
you
it.
had me then.
Sorry?
You had me then. When you said all of it, I believed you.
Oh, well, no, I'm just saying I don't really remember it, but surely that would be the most accurate thought, that it's all of it.
So, do you miss it?
I don't remember it. I don't.
Okay.
But I like the clubhouse, though.
I mean, why wouldn't you? It's
I
awesome.
know we've got our first trophies.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, and the clubhouse is on tour now. Awesome.
Talking of which, I want to go up and check the room
Fine. See you later then.
while they're all feasting and stuff, because I'm shattered and
As
I don't want to sleep on the floor.
Yeah. Pims, as Shade gets up, you realise as she stands up that the colour and stars that you can see through the shadowed side of her body matches the sky, and as she walks away, it's like her body is like a window into the colourful night sky.
Wow. I'm just gonna do a total Keanu Reeves and go, whoa.
So yes, Shade, you head indoors.
Yeah.
Let's see. So far, I think only one of the beds has been claimed by Pims. Unless
Dericles
Sorry,
will
it's been
have
claimed.
rolled a bedroll.
Okay.
Dericles will have assumed everybody else is having a pallet and will have unrolled his bedroll where he's left all of his equipment.
Yep. Okay.
The corner of one of the room.
Yeah. You check the room. Everything seems to be where you've left it.
Cool.
And there are 2 straw pallets available.
I actually think I am going to put my bedroll on the floor.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and get some sleep.
Okay. Anybody want to do anything else before going to bed?
So you said there weren't any pretty ladies.
There weren't any approaching you. There probably are some in the village. Oh dear.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go to bed.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. In that case, you go to bed and you have a really good night's sleep. You are you've eaten well. You've had a good time. It's been a nice change from the kind of tension that you felt in the city. And in the morning, the colours of Nyx fade into deep blue, and the sky slowly pales as the sun rises, and you are wakened by the sound of some like oxen lowing as they pass through near the town, and you start to hear the sounds of people going about their business. And
I'm going to wake Pims and go, "Did you hear that? I'm sure that was a griffin."
What?
oh, dear. That's one way to get him out of bed, I suppose. Okay. You are well rested. The
Cool.
Doros comes through and invites you to join him and his family for breakfast.
Have we got time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we always have time for food.
Okay. Yeah. We'll join them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And,
want to sit next to Shade.
Okay.
And while we're eating, I want to ask her, Shade, did you notice anything different about Pims last night?
He sang in tune.
He did. He did. He seemed. I don't know. I don't know much about such things, but he seemed to be kind of noticing some of the women around him, and I was wondering whether that was a thing that happens when people start healing. You know,
I don't know. I think it's a guy thing. I think it's just a guy thing. I think he's feeling better out of the city, but generally I thought that was just a guy thing.
Okay, so I won't assume anything by that then. I'm just wondering whether I still need to help him out with the calm emotions. Maybe he's doing all right.
Yeah, let him talk to us when he's ready.
Yeah, haven't noticed him doing that before, so...
Yeah, you didn't tell me, with the whole thing with Penelope going to see her. Because when I went round the gardens with her other half. He seemed quite different when I got back.
Can't remember. I can't remember what happened. Daricles will remember.
You cast Zone of Truth. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So that Pims could talk to Penelope.
Right. What did she say?
She said that she did not love Makarios.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember now.
So that might be a bit of why he's feeling happier.
Yeah, that would explain it. Maybe that's why he's singing in tune.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And while you're eating, Doris asks, so where are you bound?
We're heading to the Nessian Wood. Got heroic business there. We're looking for the Temple of Clothis.
I wouldn't know about that. We keep ourselves to ourselves here in Krimnos. But let's see. You are passing. You'll be stopping at Hunter's Crossing, I presume.
Oh yes.
Probably. Yeah. Do they have good food there?
They have plenty of game. They we occasionally send for cured meat from Hunter's Crossing. They hunt.
Was
They
it
hunt
sick?
in the woods. Sorry?
Was it sick? It said cured meat. Was it?
No, preserved, smoked.
Okay.
Pims doesn't have much culinary experience. He's
I don't think
Or
I've ever
the-
seen
the
him.
active
We've not
type,
seen him
you know.
cook.
don't know if anyone's seen him cook.
He's
Cook him.
probably never even been in the kitchen. People doing things.
Have you got potatoes?
Oh no, what are potatoes?
Yeah. It don't matter. It's just the type of food, the type of food eaten by heroes. So always keep that.
Is that an Akroan thing?
I believe so. Yes.
Oh,
It's been a great heroic meal.
I'd much like to try these chips which you talk of.
yeah. I'm wondering whether we could do the same thing with carrots or turnips.
Maybe.
Would that work?
Maybe they could be cured.
Are they ill?
We don't cure vegetables, Pims. I'll show you. It's all right. You
So
learn
what do
to-
we do? So you take it. So if we can find a turnip. So you take a turnip and you put it into boiling oil.
I don't know. I don't know. They just, they make them delicious. That's I know. They just.
Okay.
Maybe we should go to Akros at some point so we can taste them.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh,
Right,
goodness.
do that.
Should we go?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Ready.
safe travels.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Oh,
Standard hero expression.
Okay. And you can,
We've very much enjoyed your our time in your village.
you are very welcome. Please feel free to stop by whenever you are passing. It is wonderful to have. We enjoy your stories. We would like to hear more of your stories. I'm sure you will have new ones by the time you return.
oh, evident. Yes, of course.
I'm sure we will.
Okay. And you head on. And as you leave Krimnos, you are followed out of the village by a small crowd of cheering children,
Oh.
running alongside and waving sticks and dueling each other and. Or
I'm
pretending
going
to
to
be
stop.
monsters.
I'm going to stop one of them. I'm going to stop them and show them how a rapier actually works.
Oh,
But they're not holding it right. They're not
You-
holding their sticks right.
Once again, you will gather a small crowd of children absolutely enraptured. Until one of the grown-ups shouts from the village, and the children scatter.
Oh. Well,
They-
hopefully they know now how to
The
go
vi-
and stab things properly.
The villager glowers at you a bit. Okay. So the road turns heads up out of the vale. Once again, you leave the small region of tilled croplands around Krimnos behind you, and turn away from the coastal area and into kind of towards the plains. There's scrubby bush here. You can begin to see on the horizon a kind of dim kind of shape of what looks like it might be some sort of growth of forest covering some of the distant hilltops.
Oh, do you think that might be the Nessian Woods in that direction?
Could be. I thought it was supposed to be a week or two away.
Oh,
But-
yeah,
And
you
maybe it's
probably-
closer than we think.
yeah, not very good with distance. Okay.
Neither am I, apparently.
That's
It's fine.
2
It's
weeks
fine.
past.
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay.
I'd rather it was more. Otherwise, it's just like, oh god, like you're just burning through rations for no reason. So you are heading.
Carrying massive sacks full of food with us then. It's a long journey.
yeah. So the road one. This is by the way, this is known as the Guardian Way. The road that leads from Meletis towards Hunter's Crossing. Let's have a quick history check to see if any of you know anything about Hunter's Crossing.
Well, apparently I know.
We should have asked about it, shouldn't we?
8.
I know nothing. But one.
14.
Oh, okay.
4.
Okay, right. In that case, yeah, this is beyond the most of your travels. But Hester, yeah, you remember reading about Hunter's Crossing when you were doing your research in the Pyrenees. I'm going to learn to say that. So, what you remember from the story is that it used to be an outpost of the polis of Setessa, which extended its claim over pretty much the entirety of the Nessian Wood, but that was long ago. And nowadays, there's basically there's a ruined tower and a small settlement of hunters there who use it as a kind of a trading post and a stopping point on the edge of the wood. So
Setessa's not one of the returned cities, is it?
No.
No.
Let me just jump back to here. So I'm gonna move the map over a bit. Okay, so and I'll move it down a little bit because you.
Oh, it's Asphodel, isn't it?
Asphodel, yeah. You picked up a map in Meletis, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have you've got pretty much this much detail marked on there. Sort of like most of the known human settlements are noted on this map of yours, and also places to avoid, like Asphodel. So so you've basically got this, and Hester, you would remember that Setessa used to control quite a substantial area of land, but not so much anymore. And you are heading through the plains. It starts to get a little bit more hilly, and the road dips up and down into little dales and through little natural kind of cuttings through rocky outcrops and so on. And I would like you to make perception rolls, please.
Ooh.
Steam for me.
Oh, what have you done with
19.
that? Sorry, what was that? 19?
Yeah.
I got 19 as well.
Both not okay. That's
15. Whew.
Sorry, just
Steam
just
for
doing
me.
some minor stream camera maintenance. That has partially helped. Partially. Okay, that's fine. Right, sorry. 19. Okay, so you hear you're wandering down the world. You suddenly realise that you can hear something that sounds slightly out of place. It's actually no. It's more of a thump. It reminds you of the centaur's hooves. You can kind of like feel something through the soles of your feet, but it's not hooves. It's slower.
Ooh.
Okay.
Did anyone feel that? Does everyone
I
feel
did.
that? A bit of
I
a
did.
tremor.
Anyone else?
Possibly, I don't know. I've got 16. Is that enough to feel it?
60. Yeah, that would be enough.
Hmm.
Shade, what about you?
Something.
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy to replicate the feeling underneath Shade's feet so she knows what we've all experienced.
Cool. That's weird.
What the heck was that?
Can-
I don't know what it is.
What direction's it coming from?
Feels like you really can't tell direction, but you would assume that it's ahead because you have only just started to notice it.
Where's the nearest highest point?
There you can, if you just go off the side of the road, you can scramble up a bit of a rise and get onto a small hillock.
Okay, I want to do that.
Okay, you climb up there. Okay, and as you scramble up onto the top there, from beyond the hill, you see two winged forms come into view. They are kind of like lazily sort of they're rising up in circles from the from a small valley.
Yeah.
Over the next hill. And do you want to make a quick perception roll?
Sure, yeah.
At the moment, they're just dark shapes against the sky.
I think that's 20.
Oh, good grief. Okay. You think that they might be like vultures or something, but they've got quite big heads.
Okay, they're not
No.
griffins. They're not
No.
griffins.
Oh,
They're not griffins, they're harpies.
Hey,
we
harpies!
fought harpies
We
before,
You
have.
have
so we
fought
should
harpies.
recognise them.
And
Okay.
then, as you watch, you see out of the valley that they came from
Yeah.
rises a kind of bulbous head. And you can now all feel this thumping as an enormous creature strides up out of that gully and
Yeah.
turns towards you. It has a single eye in the middle of its forehead.
Oh! Dericles!
Oh,
Fate awaits us!
certainly does.
I love that that's your first thought. Right, I'm going to
Look annoyed.
And yeah,
far away are they?
I'm gonna sort of duck down so I can just look over the edge of the pillock.
Okay. Oops. Where's my?
How far away are they?
If you're going to do that, Pims, do you want to quickly make a stealth roll? You can
Oh,
all
yeah.
see the birds now. Only Pims can see the Cyclops.
How far away are they?
They are about 60 feet away. They're
they're
literally just
harpies.
it looks like they've just taken off and they're sort of like circling.
Can I shoot one?
My stealth roll,
Yes.
despite being at disadvantage, was 16.
Really
Ooh.
good. Okay, they have not noticed you, Pims.
Can I shoot one?
Yes, you can shoot one. Make a roll.
Okay.
In fact, tell you do this first since you declared it, and then we'll roll initiative.
Okay.
It's more than just some harpies. There's a big brute with one eye.
12. Oh, that's 18 to hit.
Do you want to? I'm gonna say that no matter how well you roll, shouting is gonna give away your position. The
I can role play things like that so well.
The head goes. Okay. What did you roll? Sorry, Adrian.
18.
18. That will hit. I assume you're aiming at just the nearest. The nearest
yeah.
one. Yep.
Yeah, because I didn't know there was anything else. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's D6. Okay, that's a rubbish. So that's 4 points of damage.
Okay. Okay.
Just
Right.
checking. Oh, hold a sec. Oh, yeah, no. All right. I was just checking. Can I use my bonus action? Because I can use my
go on.
sneak attack against it.
Yeah, you can use your bonus.
All right, I have to make an insight check against it.
Okay. Against what? A
The
contested-
target's deception check.
Oh right. Okay. Crumbs.
So that mine's
deception.
15.
Okay. No. You're unable to.
No.
It beats you. You're unable to.
Okay, that's fine.
spot an opportunity.
All right,
there.
I can't sneak attack them. That's all right.
No.
No worries.
Um,
But I've shot it.
So, right, let's switch to this view, and we have got. Let's see.
Yay.
Ooh, how exciting!
The two harpies. I'm going to put them over. Whoops. Put them about here. I don't have an easy way of marking how high up they are, but for the moment, let's say they're about 40 foot up. So they're well out of any sort of melee range.
Right.
Okay, and the Cyclops is lumbering over. He's come up out of a gully off to the side. Pims, you can be sort of up on this hillock with a bit of extra height and can see further. Okay, let's roll initiative now.
Hey,
Yay.
15.
15. Anyone higher than 15?
20. I think it's the first good initiative roll I've had.
It is.
I rolled 15 as well.
Okay. Hester.
0.
Sorry.
I've got +0 on initiative.
Yeah, me too.
What's your dex?
10.
Hester.
Just looking, I think it'll be 10. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put Hester
I've
first.
got the shield, which gives me advantage on initiative.
Yes. I've used that. I'll assume you're going first.
Sentinel shield.
Just because of
that's
alphabet. Shade, what did you roll?
5.
5. Okay. Sorry, old school. And there we go. Okay. Brilliant. Right. That means that the next person to react is Deracles.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm assuming that we just know that Cyclops are evil. Do we? Is like just a thing, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they are monstrous creatures, and there are many stories about Cyclops stealing livestock, attacking travelers, and so on.
unless there's any reason to suspect that it's not just an evil creature, then I'm just gonna go straight towards it. I don't know how far I can get in one turn.
Oh, I've picked a map without grid markings.
Yeah. I
I'm
thought
gonna-
my eyesight had gone.
I'm going to eyeball it. What's your move speed? Is
30.
30. Is your intention to get as close as you can?
Whew.
I'll see how far do I get after the 30, and then if I can, then if I need to, then I'll dash for another 30.
I'll just move this so that everybody can see where we are. Okay, so that'll be like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get that far.
Okay, let me just check what I can do. Okay, I'll use dash to cover the rest of the distance to him.
Okay, so you can get right up to him.
And
You want to get right up.
as a bonus action, I'll use Goring Rush, which
Thought
means
so.
that I can like basically charge and attack him with my horns.
Okay. Make a roll.
That is 18.
18 will hit.
And for 8 damage.
Okay. Right, you charge him. Your and bury your horns in his stomach, and he kind of like grunts and like takes a step back. He is he's bleeding a little bit from a couple of puncture wounds, but doesn't seem to be badly hurt.
How much bigger than me is he? Looking up.
See, he is like here. He is huge. So he's, I'm not sure how tall that is. I'm going to say he's about 20 foot tall. So you are. I guess that means your head, because you're 10 feet, aren't you?
No, about 7 feet. Yeah, because my horn's into his thigh or something. I don't...
7 feet. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's more thigh level. Yeah.
Yeah, I look up thinking that they're a lot bigger in real life than the stories sort of make them out to be.
Yeah, he's kind of looking down at you and sort of like adjusting this great club in his hands, and he brings it right back over his head and then swings it down at you. Let's see. He has that's 14 to hit. I don't think that's going to hit you, is it?
No.
Nope. So that attack just like glances off your very shiny armor, but then he brings he brings it back with a backhand, which is 15 to hit.
Also not good enough.
No. That's pretty good. Okay, so he kind of raises his eyebrow at this, and okay, it is now Hester's turn.
Okay. I am going to use
Pim's
my
your next.
bonus action to. Oh, wait a minute. I need to be within 60 feet of it.
You are within 60 feet.
Okay, I'm going to move about 15 foot closer, I think.
15 foot closer, okay.
20 feet.
15, 20.
That's fine.
Well,
And I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
okay.
So the book comes out.
Okay, I haven't prepared a
I
book.
missed anyway, so.
I'm
but
going
it's
to
up
use.
there.
Book. What am I going to use? I'm going to use this gladiator to represent your book.
Okay.
Just center that so that you can see everybody. Right. Where do you want the spiritual weapon to appear?
Next to Dericles.
Right
Sort of
next to
start
Dericles.
there, yeah.
Yeah, there. Okay.
Right next to it, yeah. And I am going, but I've done a lot of book learning. I don't have much worldly experience. But I see this creature with one eye, and I'm going to shout, "Behold her!" And I'm going to cast Toll the Dead at it. No, Sacred Flame. That's a Dex 14 save.
I'm pretty sure that he fails it. Too busy staring at this upstart Minotaur.
That's
yeah, he fails.
9 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you immolate him with a white flame that licks over his body and blisters his skin. He kind of glances up and seems to notice the rest of you for the first time. Okay. You moving any further? Or are you happy there?
I'm happy there, thank you.
Okay. Pims,
Hello.
you go next.
Right then. Okay. So the harpies,
Yeah.
are they in the air?
They are 40 foot up in the air at the moment.
Okay, so I can just ignore them then.
Okay.
How far is it from me to the Cyclops?
That is about 40 foot, I think. We can see if you can make it there in one turn. I think
Well,
it's slightly.
I'm not going to be able to. I don't think, because my movement is only 30 feet.
It'll teach me to use my own VTT without a full tool set. Okay.
Right. All right. Okay. So what I can do though is I can move 30 feet forward, and then I'm going to pull out my crossbow.
20, 25, 30. That's as far as you can get.
Okay.
Close.
It is. I'm going to pull out my crossbow, and I'll assume I can shoot over Dericles and the spiritual weapon and shoot.
Yes, easily.
Yeah.
This thing's huge.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to take a couple of pot shots with because I get 2 attacks per action now.
Yes.
So I'm going to shoot a couple of crossbow bolts at it.
Go for it.
So the first crossbow is what's that? That's a 14.
14 will just hit.
Right. Okay, and that takes 6 points of piercing.
Okay.
And then I'll shoot a second crossbow bolt, and that is a 16.
That definitely hits.
And that's an 8.
Okay. Right, yeah, first crossbow bolt lodges in his shoulder, second one lodges right in his pectoral.
Right, excellent.
He winces in pain.
And then I'll pack it away and get ready to move forward.
Okay.
Drop the crossbow, get out my glaive, and get ready to move. That's my go.
Fair enough. Right. Next up, the harpies. Let's see. Right. This harpy. Let's see. Harpy number 1. Flaps back and lowers closer to the ground, and to sort of like behind the Cyclops' head, sort of protectively. And she begins to sing, and her song is quite beautiful and compelling. Can you all make DC 11 wisdom saving throws?
Oh, I've forgotten.
Do you not remember this?
No, I've slept since then.
Do you not remember at the bridge?
I remember we were heroically brilliant.
No, I remember you all got charmed and went in the water apart from me.
Oh yeah. Right.
What was it, Chris?
Did you say a wisdom save?
Wisdom saving throw, DC 11.
Oh, that's great because I only have a -1 on my save. Hey, but I rolled 13, so that's 12.
Fantastic. Okay, you're
I get
able.
12 as well.
Brilliant. You are both able to shake off the hypnotic tune. That means
A natural 20.
I remember now, Shade.
Brilliant. Okay, yeah, you remember this, and you grit your teeth and steel yourself against it. What did you roll, Jill?
17. Are they singing in common?
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of, the words are kind of trite and silly and almost nonsense words, but her voice is hypnotic. However, you have just check. Right, yes, you have all successfully saved. You are all immune to that harpy's song for 24 hours. Okay.
But there's a second one.
There is a second harpy who will also kind of like retreat behind the Cyclops and try to sing. Go on and make another saving throw, please.
All of us.
Yes, all of you.
Yeah.
Unless you're more than 300 feet away.
I rolled 11.
But you're
Minus
modified.
1.
17.
Minus
Okay.
1, so I'm on 10.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yeah. So Shade, you're fine. What did you roll, Mark?
16.
16. You're fine. Hester.
15.
15. Okay, you're great. Okay, so it's just Pims. This harpy's voice sounds uncannily like Penelope's,
Oh no.
Oh.
and you are just lost in memories, and you are charmed. Okay.
La 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 la.
So next up is Shade. For rarely acting last, but now you've seen
Well,
all
I
this
acted.
happen.
Technically, I acted first.
Oh well, you did. That's true.
Technically.
Technically.
So I was just, get my bearings.
What are you going to do?
Oh, flip. How far I can get with 30 foot? Because I can't see on this.
Just that. So, right. 30 foot. You can. Is your intention to get as close as possible?
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's as far.
Can I see the harpy? Can I see the harpy that's at the top from there?
Yeah, you can see both harpies. They're both flying, maybe just 5 foot above the Cyclops' head.
Okay, which one did I
Clearly.
do my insight thing on before?
That was harpy number 2.
Which is
we
which
will,
one? Because I can't see from here.
We will call harpy number 2. Harpy number 2 is the southernmost one. I will call her
Right.
Faux Penelope.
Okay. I'm going to try and do my insightful fighting.
Okay.
Against
Make
the
a roll.
top one. So yeah. So they're going to have a flip. So that's 14 plus insight. Hold a sec. Sorry, I didn't get the insight up. 15.
Yeah, that's good enough. You realise that she seems to be
Cool.
trying. You get a good idea where you could shoot her to make it really hurt.
Right. It means I've got sneak attack.
I know.
So yeah, and I've got my bow in my hands, and I'm taking out one of the poison arrows.
Oh, go for it.
So that is 19 plus 6, so that's 20. 25 to hit.
Yes, you are spot on.
Right, and it is 3d6 poison damage on top of my normal 1d6 plus 3
You're wrong.
plus sneak attack. So give me a sec. It's right. That is 6 points of damage before I right. Hold a sec. So that's 6 points of damage. Poison damage is 10. And
Okay.
then sneak attack on top of that is another 3d6. And that is 15 on top of that.
Okay. Okay.
I don't like it.
The rest of you see Shade moves forward cautiously and studies one of the harpies intently, and after a couple of seconds of inspection, she suddenly then sort of like whips out an arrow, fires it, and it buries itself right in the harpy's shoulder, kind of like penetrating both her shoulder and a wing muscle, and you see black kind of poison begin to spread from the wound site. She drops about 5 foot in the air as she takes this hit and looks suddenly very pale.
How much damage did I do altogether?
31.
Wow. And she's still up. I don't like this.
She is just about. She looks very, very injured.
Right. Okay.
So, next up is top of the next round. Dericles, you go first.
I'm gonna be singing the song that Pims sang in the village last night to try and drown out the sound of the harpies.
Oh, good thinking. Yes.
And I'm just gonna get my great axe out and try and bury it in the Cyclops.
Okay, make your
Cool.
roll.
It's an unnatural 20.
Excellent. How much damage?
Is I got a 1, but I could re-roll that. Oh, 11 that. So that's 15 slashing damage from the axe, and then I'm going to activate a call on divine power to do a divine smite. Good time.
Okay.
Which does extra 13 damage.
13.
And I'm also going to use a bonus action to do a thunderous smite.
Good grief.
Loading everything I've got in first. And that is another 5 damage.
Okay.
A 5. Well, that's be sound damage, thunder damage, and
Right.
has to do a strength saving throw.
Oh.
We push 10 feet away and knocked prone.
Okay.
This is 13.
He
Doing so.
fails that saving throw. So yeah, you. Okay, so Dericles winds up this massive blow, and he swings his axe around. And as he does so, you see a ripple of white light run from Dericles' hands down the shaft of the axe, and making the blade glint just as it's about to hit him. And at the same time, thunderclap rings out, and the axe carves a deep gash across the Cyclops' chest, knocking him back on the floor. So he moves. He is back here, 10 foot away and prone. Okay. And
I
yeah,
still use my second attack, or is it? Can I? Does that have to
you
be
got more.
5th level now? I get a second attack.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Well, you get a second attack as well.
Level 5.
He's showing you up, Pims.
That was.
I thought I was special.
And I do everything in the first round, and then after that, it's all pretty pedestrian. That's a 22 to hit with the second attack.
That will hit.
And that's 12 damage.
Sorry, how much damage?
12.
12. Okay.
Hang on, why is the Cyclops moved?
Because
Oh, it's the Divine Smite, wasn't it?
Yep.
Sorry.
I don't think that was the Divine Strike. I think that just did extra damage. It was the
Thunderous Smite.
Thunderous, that's what it is. Yeah, the Thunderous Strike.
The one.
Okay. I'll have to double check that you can deliver all of those in a single hit, but it was bloody cool, so that it's going to stand. So
It's just like a thing that I could do if I hit someone.
Yeah,
Says doesn't say that you can't. Like the
You're-
spell is a bonus.
you're going to need to move forward to deliver that second blow, though.
Yeah, I'll just follow it up. With,
Yep. So you're just gonna step forward to close, or are
Yeah.
you gonna take the opportunity to move anywhere else?
I'm just gonna keep following, follow
Okay.
up to attack him on the ground.
Oh, did you? Oh, you did. You probably did roll with advantage on that second hit, didn't you? Because he's prone.
I didn't actually. Oh,
Have a go, just in case.
No, I don't get a critical. So
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Okay. And wow. So that was Dericles.
Wow.
Okay. So the Cyclops, looking a bit dazed, scrambles back to its feet. It's now furious, and it swings its great club at you, again. Let's see if it's. Oh, good grief. Okay, and once again, it swings its great club at you, but it just glances off your shiny new armor.
I like the new armor.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, next up, Hester.
Okay. So first of all, the spiritual weapon.
Yeah. So that. Where are you going to move that?
I'm just gonna whack the Cyclops.
Okay, we'll move you around the side there. Make a roll.
10.
That's going to miss, I'm afraid.
And for my action, I'm going to do Sacred Flame again. That's
Okay.
a dex 14.
He fails.
And oh, nice. That is 14 points fire damage. No, sorry, radiant damage. It's not fire damage.
Yeah. Once again, the white. Hester stretches out her paw and clenches it, and white flames erupt around the Cyclops again. And this time they erupt around his feet and burn all the way up his body, blistering his flesh as they go. He is looking quite battered now.
Good. And I'm going to move about 15 feet closer again.
Okay. Oops. 5, 10, 15. That brings you alongside Shade. Let's zoom you in. There we go. Right. Next up is Pims.
Okay, so
You are charmed.
Oh, I've forgotten about that. Damn.
Yeah. I literally only just remembered. So let me just double check. I believe that you move
Just
towards.
enjoying the song.
Yeah, you're moving towards the harpy by the most direct route. You can get right up here. That's as close as you can get to the harpy.
How high is the harpy up?
It's about 20 feet above your head.
I'm just looking up. Just enjoying.
Okay. So yeah, it is staring deeply into your eyes and singing some. You can't make out the words, but they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you can make. I believe you can make a saving throw at the end of your turn. Yes.
Okay. Oh yes, 16.
Okay. Suddenly something in the harpy's face suddenly makes you think, wait, Penelope's mouth doesn't twist like that. And suddenly the spell is broken.
Ah. Okay.
Right. Okay, next. And now it's the harpies. Right. Looking into your eyes, seeing that you have broken free of her spell, this harpy stops singing and just dives at you. Let's see. You realise that she's holding kind of like a blackjack type small club in one of her hands.
Okay.
She swoops down and rakes her claws across your face for 14 to hit. That's not going to work, is it?
No, it isn't.
No, that glances off your helm. But then she swings the little club around, and that is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit me.
That is an enormous 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right. Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah. And then the second one flies down to attack Dericles with the same combination. She swings her club first. Oh, disappointing. But I said club. That is yeah. She smacks you right in the eye with your with her club, Dericles, for 8 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, and then she slashes at you. Oh, she's a bit better. Slashes at 15. That's not going to hit, is it?
No.
Nope. Okay, so her claws rake across your armor, but yeah, that you're going to have a black eye from that. Okay, that's the two harpies. Shade.
Right. Oh my goodness, it looks interesting down there.
That is why they call it a melee.
Yep. Can I get round the other side of the Cyclops with 30?
Let's find out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you could.
That's a weird way of going.
I was just going over the top of it. See how far I could get you. So you can
I
get
was
that.
meandering.
Yeah, with 30 you can get that far.
Is there space between me and or is that actually?
The harpy is kind of like at this point like 5 foot off the ground, so you can because she's attacking Dericles. So you can either attack her, you can attack the Cyclops.
I can attack her because I'd have sneak attack anyway. But do I have advantage because she's attacking Dericles?
Yeah, go on. I'll give you advantage.
Oh, thank you. I am going to hit with rapier.
You have already, I will add, badly hurt this one. She has a arrow.
Can I reach the Cyclops as well?
From where you're standing,
for my bonus?
Yes, you can.
Right. Oh, go on. Let's try it. So that is 18, 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Thank you. And that's 11 points of damage to her.
Okay. Yeah, you just stab her.
Oh,
right
that was an advantage. Oh, is it worth doing just in case?
You can try.
No, it wasn't worth it.
It wasn't.
Go on.
Okay. Yeah, you stab your rapier right into her back, and Dericles, out the corner of your eye, you see a blade just like pop out of this harpy's chest, and she goes limp, dragging your blade to the floor, Shade. But you're able to withdraw it.
Good job. I have a second one.
Yes. What are you doing with that second one?
I would. Do I get advantage on the because of? Oh no, because
Pims is not attacking yet.
I don't need them to be attacking though, do I? It
do you
is
just need an ally within 5 foot?
Yeah, it attacked me.
Yeah.
I'm engaged.
The harpy attacked you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You can attack. Yeah, you can go on then. Yeah, you can have an advantage on the Cyclops that you have
Hey.
allies within 5 foot.
Okay. Right. That is. Sorry, let me get back up to my rapier. That is 18. 24 to hit.
20. Yes, that will hit. Sorry.
Right, and that is sneak attack, so that is 3 points plus. Sorry, 2 says 3. So that was 10 points in all.
This is against the Cyclops now.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
that's me done.
Right. So let's see. This this one is dead. Where are we? That was Shade. Okay, back to the top. Dericles, it's your turn.
I will lay into the Cyclops once
Okay.
more with my axe.
Go for it.
Only 14 this time.
That's just enough to hit. He has extremely tough skin, but that was enough to pierce it.
That's 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay. Yeah, you cleave another great
thank
gash
you.
across its stomach.
Might divine smite that as well then. What next?
By all means.
2d8. That's another 10 damage.
Good grief. Okay.
And then I get a second attack still.
Go on. I'd forgotten that you leveled up since last session, and suddenly have.
It's a bit of a different. 19 to hit this time.
19. That will definitely hit.
And that's 13 damage.
Okay. That blow again, like you're just carving gashes into his sort of like stomach and legs that you can reach, and his legs are now slick with blood, and he is swaying, and his single eye is unfocused. He's just about standing, but he is mortally wounded. Okay, it's now his turn. He blearily flails at his nemesis, and finally connects. That's a 24 to hit. If I can read my own dice. 24 to hit. So that is. That is. He finally manages to connect with you, and this club smacks you right in the rib cage. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. And then he swings back again. That's a 21 to hit.
So a hit.
Good grief. That. Ouch. Good grief. Sorry. 17. That's another 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
or Dericles will stagger backwards and fall to the ground.
Oh
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got really lucky with those first 2 turns.
Yeah, no, it's why I was trying to do all the damage as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Okay, so it is now Hester's turn.
Well, as a bonus action at level 3, I'm going to cast Healing Word, which for me is a range of 60 feet on Dericles.
Nice.
And it's a bonus action.
Go on.
So that is 12 points of healing. So you're now conscious with 12 hit points, Dericles.
Okay. Yeah, you feel a sudden surge of energy, and yeah, Dericles, your eyes snap open, and oh yeah, sorry, Household, you're still conscious. So yeah, you feel several of your wounds close up, and you feel not fine again, but you're certainly no longer mortally injured.
And then for my action,
What do you? Yeah.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame again, Dex 14.
Oh, okay, let's see. He fails his Dex roll, as you might expect.
That's 8 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Once again, Hester reaches out, and the white flames erupt around the feet of the Cyclops, and they burn upwards, consuming him. His skin, as they ripple up his body, they leave blackened skin behind, and as the flames extinguish at the top of his head, he falls to the ground with a thunderous thump. His skin is blackened and smoking, and he lies still.
Good. So I'm gonna oh, do I risk it? Yes, I do. I'm gonna run up to Dericles
Okay.
and just check that the spell worked.
10, 15, 20, 25. There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah. You can see that Dericles is conscious, looking a bit dazed, but and he's no longer bleeding. Okay. Hymns. You can
Does
finally.
Hester still have a Chris?
Yes.
Does Hester still have a spiritual weapon up?
She does, but she used a bonus action. She used a bonus
I was
action
just
to heal.
wondering that.
Heal him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hymns.
Okay. So what's the situation? Is it just that harpy?
It is
Oh.
just this harpy attacking you.
And is it right up next to me, or is it moved away?
It is. No, it's still next to you at the moment. It hasn't had a chance to move anywhere. No.
Okay.
So yeah, you can hit it.
I'm gonna attack it twice with my glaive then.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Make a roll.
So. Hang on a minute. Right. Okay. So that's gonna be a. You know what? I really should be more on the ball with these things. 18.
Okay. Yeah, 18 will hit.
Okay. And that's going to be 9 points of damage.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you like slash your glaive at her and cut her on the upper arm. She's still aloft though.
Okay, I will make a second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear, that's a natural 1.
Oh,
Right.
Okay.
But I'm so annoyed by the fact that I've been missing out
yeah.
that I am going to use my action surge.
Okay, fair enough.
To
That natural 1, by the way. I'll say that's the. Tell you what. Make a hymns. Make a make a dex saving throw just to check that you don't accidentally hit Dericles.
Okay. 10.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a pass. So yeah, you're
Okay.
You're okay. Yeah, you
Make
catch
two
your,
more-
you swing, you miss the harpy, and you manage to arrest the glaive just before it sort of like cuts into Dericles' outstretched leg.
Oh, sorry, pal. I'll make 2 more swings
Okay,
with my action surge.
make an attack.
So the first one is a 21,
That will hit.
and that's going to be another 10 points of damage.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you
And then
carve her up again.
And then the last one is only a 12.
12 will still hit.
Oh, okay, cool.
She's not armoured. Not
All
very
right.
well armoured.
And that's another 11 points of damage.
Right, okay. Yeah, you have just sort of like carved a series of gashes. She is still aloft and flapping, but like she is dripping blood all over
Right,
the...
okay, well, I'm gonna spin the in a very ridiculous flourish. I'm gonna swim the pole arm around, and then poke at it with the back end of it.
Go for it.
With my bonus action.
Yep.
That's because I'm a pole arm master. Oh dear. Oh yeah, that still hits though. That's because that was 13.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
in your rage, you swing round your bloodied glaive and you push the blunt end of the haft of it into the face of this harpy that sounded so insultingly like your beloved.
Yeah.
And you crack her right on the forehead, and she just drops limp to the floor.
That's great. I did 6 points of damage, so obviously she only had a couple left.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
I'm going to put my foot on her. And go, that was bracing. Oh! How are you doing there, Dericles?
Clamber to my feet and look around and rest my hand on Hester's shoulder and say, "Thank you."
Got your back, dude.
Hester, that was incredibly impressive.
Well, we did all right, didn't we?
We did. I wonder where this creature came from. Is there some sort of lair around us? There aren't the others, are there?
Well,
Nope,
I
not.
could find out if you'd like.
It would be worth knowing.
I'm going to kneel down at one of the harpies' bodies and
Okay.
put my hand on it. And I'm going to
Yeah.
cast Speak with Dead!
Wow!
Oh. Sorry,
Well,
Merlin.
Do you mind if we
Brilliant.
have a quick break first?
Yeah, let's have a
Wow.
quick.
We'll never need to speak to Titos ever again.
Fantastic. I will never have to do both halves of that conversation again. Fantastic. Okay, we'll take a quick break and then we'll be back to find out what our harpy has to say. See you shortly.
Awesome.
Do you want a coffee?
Okay, welcome back. So the party have just dispatched a Cyclops and its 2 Harpy assistants, and we're just picking yourselves up in the dust of the fight. What are you going to do next? Oh, you were casting Speak with Dead on the Harpy, weren't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you cast the spell, and the Harpy's body kind of like twists and convulses, and it draws a rattling breath.
Hey guys, what are we asking it? 5 questions. Where is the Temple of Clothis?
I don't know if I would know.
We could just ask that every time to anybody.
So that's my first question. Where is the Temple of Clothis?
I don't know.
Okay.
We didn't Pims want to know if there was a lair somewhere?
Where is your lair?
Behind the hill, in the gully.
Are there more of them?
Are there more of you?
Not like us.
Like what?
Cyclops keeps a pet.
Oh dear.
Last question. Shall I ask what the pet is?
How about, is the pet friendly?
Be friendly to them.
Yeah,
Well, maybe it's not. We don't know. Probably, yeah. Best knowing what the pet is. Maybe.
What is pet?
Lizard of the rocks.
Okay,
rocks.
that's my 5 questions.
And the body goes limp.
Well, that was easier. Okay, Hester is looking a little bit smug at the moment, like she's really showing off.
Well done, Hester. Well done.
Shade is very impressed.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Does it work the other way round?
Hill ho.
Does the when you talk to the dead thing, does the soul of the dead thing remember? I know, you know. Can we send messages to the underworld?
We can't.
This could be
unfortunately. It's it's like a shadow of itself responding. It can't truly interact with me.
Right.
It can choose to tell me the truth or not, but it can't have. I can't have a conversation with it.
Okay, no, that's fine. Although,
Give me time.
Harpy. I'm gonna kick it. Useless Harpy.
I'll join you.
So we're gonna go and look for this. Was it Lizard of the Rock?
Lizard of the Rock.
Be an idea. I mean, I might appreciate a short rest before we do that, because I'm feeling a bit good after that.
Okay.
Hit me a couple
How
of
about you have a
How
rest?
close?
How about you have a rest, and maybe Shade, how about you just like sneak forward and look over the hill?
If you want.
I'll come with you if you like.
Okay.
We can go and have a look.
Is Pim's gonna stay with Heracles?
I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were
I'm
you
gonna
going to do, Shade?
I was just saying I've got a potion of healing if that would help.
Well, we might as well have a break.
We can go and have a quick look. We don't have to go anywhere.
I don't need a short rest. I'm doing all right. So
No, I'm fine too.
You're fine. We can.
Okay, can we go and just sneak over and have a look over the?
Absolutely.
Where
Make
they
a stealth roll,
suggested.
both of you, please. And
I'm gonna play some
Ooh,
cards.
that is so bad. But it's still 16 plus with my
Nope. Nope,
My
I'm
bonus.
not stealthy.
Okay. How stealthy are you, Adrian?
16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
16 there. What did you roll,
God for a plus
Jill?
5.
5. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you creep forward in vaguely the direction that the Cyclops came from. And you realise that there's this hidden gully. It looks like some sort of a dried up river cutting or something. There's like no water there since. It's all dusty. There's a scattering of bones at the edge of it, which is a bit of a giveaway. And you creep forward to the edge and peer over, and basically what you've got is a section of the deepest section of this dried up gully contains a kind of like a campfire built around with stones that is burning low, and there are bones scattered everywhere, and you can also see something. There's a rock with a chain tied round it, really big rock, and then the chain winds its way across the canyon, and it is attached to what appears to be a leather collar on some creature that's hard to make out. It seems to be kind of like sprawled on the floor in the sun, but it's covered in dust. It's kind of hard to make out its shape.
Would we know by the description rock lizard? Is there anything that we would
Make a perception roll.
Let's hope it's a better one. That is 14. I am proficient.
16.
Okay. Yeah, you can. Okay, then that's enough for both of you. You figure out after a moment why it is that it was so hard to figure it out. It does seem to be a lizard, but it's all legs. You count at least 5, 6, 7. It's got 8 legs.
Hester, it's not a beholder.
I can't see any eyes. What am I looking at? Is it like a spidery lizard?
It's
sort of spider-like.
It's kind of sprawled on its side, and it's basically there's like just this row of 4 legs down one side of it that you can see, and then you can just about make out beyond that there's like paired legs that go with that. You can see its side slowly rising and falling.
Okay, it's sleeping, isn't it? Okay, I think we should go back to the others and maybe make a plan on how to proceed. One of the things I could suggest is
sorry, I just wanted to add that it's big. It's about 8 or 9 foot from nose to tail. Its tail was kind of so short and stumpy, and you can't see very much of its head. It seems to be just sort of kind of a bit blunt and featureless.
Chained up. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be chained up.
I agree. I have a calm emotions spell that, whereas it is useful for helping Pims, it's actually quite useful. If it works, we might be able to befriend it and find out what the situation is with it. We might be able to avoid fighting it altogether.
Yeah, that would be
Might be
useful.
able to let it go. Yeah.
It's not very sporting to.
Damocles
a
will
chained
not
thing.
want to fight a chained animal. I'm sure he would.
Well, should we go back and
dishonourable.
explain? They might know what it is. Well,
Okay.
sorry, Deracles might know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Pims would have come across one. Maybe. Do you think, I don't know. Do you think they fight them in the gladiators fight them?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. They one of them might know something that we don't. It's certainly possible. We've got the information we needed anyway, haven't we? So we can go back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you are able to creep away again, and return to Pims and Dericles.
So I'm playing my lute, a nice kind of calming, just a healing, jangly kind of arpeggio. Diddling, 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 ding, ding.
There's a spider dragon at the other. There's a spider dragon at the other side of the hill, chained up.
What?
Beg your pardon?
This kind of spidery dragon thing. Well, like a kind of spidery lizardy. It's got 8 legs.
We couldn't. Yeah.
You know what? I think I know what this is.
It's about 9 foot long. I think.
Do I know what it is?
I believe you do. Let's see if Pims does.
Is it something that
I'm gonna
you'd fight
say,
in the gladiator? You know.
I would say, like, go on. Make a history roll. I think Pims and Dericles could probably make this with advantage because they are both interested in stories of fighting monsters.
15.
15. Okay. Mark?
18 for me.
So what was that? I didn't catch it.
18.
It keeps cutting off the beginning of your sentences. It's weird.
18.
18, right, okay. You think... Pims, you're not sure. It does sound familiar, but you're not sure. Dericles, you think you recognise this. It does sound suspiciously like a basilisk.
I know exactly what this is. Dericles, tell them.
Well, it sounds a bit like a basilisk.
Yeah.
The
Can
number
we keep
of
it
legs.
as a pet?
Basilisks are a bit dangerous from the stories that I've heard about them.
Yeah, terrible bite.
Okay. Are they? So this is not a friendly creature.
Oh no, no, and they kick a lot as well. All those feet.
It's chained up, though. Is it worth going down? And I'm just wondering.
Well, it'll probably just starve, won't it?
No, I was just thinking if this Cyclops had been waylaying other travellers, there might be stuff down there.
Ooh.
Treasure, yeah, definitely worth.
What about this creature, though? From what they are they technically monsters and not just animals, or are they more on the animal side?
They sound pretty monstrous to me.
They're definitely monsters.
I think
definitely on the definite evil side, or
they're
Does
just
that change
they're
how you
just
feel about it being chained
monsters.
it doesn't. It doesn't seem fair to leave it to starve just because it's tied. It's chained up. No, the Cyclops isn't around to let it go anymore, so probably going to starve, isn't it?
It would be cruel to leave it.
Cruel.
So
It
we
would
should
be
go for it.
cruel not to butcher it.
Is there?
It's not very heroic, though.
No, I mean, how
Could-
dangerous
Oh, no,
is it?
no.
Dericles, how dangerous is it?
How much does my roll tell me about how dangerous it is?
With an 18, I think you would know that it can turn its victims to stone.
Okay.
I'll relay that fact to people.
The thing is,
Oh,
we leave it there-
I knew that. Yeah.
even though it's chained up, if we leave it there, surely other people might come across it and get hurt.
That's true. It's a
Yeah.
hazard. Are there any statues down there? Were there any statues? Had it turned anybody to stone yet?
We didn't see any statues.
Okay. Well, I mean, we've got two options. I think we can either kill it, or we can put some signs up that say "Don't go over the hill." I think the former.
I think none of us has the ability to undo petrification.
Well, can't you just fight it with your eyes closed?
Have we not got? I mean, I've got ranged weapons. Who else has got ranged weapons?
Yeah,
I have got some javelins to me.
I've got the crossbow.
but it depends how.
It's probably a danger to people passing by, and
As much as I
it's-
hate to fight something that's chained up, I think it's I wouldn't like to leave it for other people.
So, is the choice between killing it or putting up signs warning passers-by? Because it's going to die fairly soon because nobody's feeding it.
But it
Hang on a
may be a
sec.
magical creature that lives forever.
Can I ask something,
Mm-hmm.
Chris?
Yeah.
Because I do poisons,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't I know if a basilisk is, an ingredient? Thing?
You would be aware that a basilisk is poisonous.
Yeah, but I have a
So-
poisonous kit, so is
Yeah.
anything of a basilisk used in any poisons?
Yeah, you
So
can.
is there a reason for me?
You can any poisonous creature you can harvest poison from.
Okay, I'm going to go and kill it.
Remember to close your eyes.
No, you're
Not an
coming
accuser,
with him.
is it? I mean, can it petrify us without us looking at it?
How far does it... I mean, it can't petrify us from that far away, surely.
If it does, there is nothing. I am not powerful enough a healer to be able to undo that.
Well,
Oh.
the tradition is that I think things like this stared at you, and then you.
It was
Yeah, don't look
asleep.
in the
Surely
eye.
if we all hit it pretty quickly.
Okay.
No, I'm not sure. I don't remember whether the stories say it turned you to stone by looking at you or biting you.
Well, don't
Sorry,
get
the
bitten.
dog is coughing.
Okay.
It doesn't seem very heroic. Can we make it more heroic?
No.
I don't
What
think
about
so.
What about if we let it off its chain?
How about
Absolutely
you
not.
do your shooting with your crossbow with your eyes shut? There you go. That's heroic.
Let's see.
Not very heroic. I mean, it's cool and it's skillful. It's not heroic.
Let it off
It
its chain
is
and it turns
heroic.
to fall to stone, then it may kill some other people.
Yeah, it's
So-
heroic by saving potential hundreds
It's
of
more
other
of the
people.
nasty,
That's what I
dirty
think.
hero work that they don't put in stories.
Good
Just-
point.
How do you
Ian.
know?
Yeah.
How do you know there's
Could
not
be.
a beautiful maiden down there, Pims, in the lair being held prisoner?
Did you see anybody down there being held prisoner?
No, because I didn't look for her.
Can we not? Maybe
It's
we
not on my radar.
Maybe we could wait until some people come past, and we could say to them, "We're going to go and do something heroic, but it's only heroic if you watch us do it."
Hey, Dericles, why don't we throw Pims down there and then you can be the hero by rescuing him? That's
Okay.
heroic.
I'm game.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, for goodness sakes. I'm going to go and shoot it.
Okay.
Okay. Are you
Captain
then-
useless like statues.
returning?
We will
putting
leave a
on-
note in
Sorry?
case we all get turned to statues. Then Metarios could come and collect us and put us in his garden.
Yeah, there you go.
Chris, sorry, can
Yeah.
I just check? Did I take a short rest as well?
Yeah, I'll say you
I was just playing my lute.
Pims and Dericles can both have a short rest. You while the others were scouting, and the subsequent discussion. This was long enough.
Okay.
Hold a sec. I've got 3 potions of invisibility.
Oh, I have one as well.
Hey, well, maybe instead of attacking it, we could have a nosy round and then attack
Yeah,
it.
but I want the bits of it.
Oh well, yeah, okay.
And then it's still there, just you know.
It's not very heroic, though, is it? Once again,
We still got to get rid of it. We
Look.
can't leave something that dangerous.
I suppose.
Right, I've got my pen and quill with me. I mean, my quill and ink with me. Or we will write on here. Pims killed this.
Hey!
Any traveller, you know, just be glad that he was here.
I don't need all this fakery. Yeah.
It's not fakery.
Well, how do you know if Gamrot? How do you know it'll be all of us who'll have killed it? I mean, unless you want me to just do it on my own.
Pims?
How far was it from the top of the ridge? Did we see?
It was maybe 20, 30 feet away.
It was 30 feet from the top of the ridge.
Yeah, the gully is about 20 feet deep, and
Yeah.
you were up at the top of the ridge, and it was kind of like lying in a patch of sun in the middle of the gully.
Okay.
So 20 feet down.
Okay, I want to go and have a look.
Right. I'm
Just-
just going to go up there and I just want to go shoot it.
Let me have a look first. Don't
Are
let me
you
see it first.
approaching? Are you stealthing up again?
Yes, I'd like to put my cloak of stars on.
That doesn't help you stealth.
Oh no,
It's-
it doesn't. Does
it's-
it? It's
it's
just
only- yeah.
disadvantage. No, I'm gonna just be normal and stealth. Do you want me to?
Okay. Yeah, please make a roll.
I'm going to try and stealth up as well.
Pims.
Right. That is. Oh flip! I need new dice. 13 plus my stealth, which I think is 9. Yep. 22.
22. Okay, you approach silently. What about the rest of you?
8.
I'm
Clank, clank, clank.
still trying to get Pim's attention.
Yes, sorry, Hester, yes.
We've got a problem with the whole petrification thing.
Well, not really, because we're not going to get petrified, are we?
Well, what's the plan if one of us gets petrified?
But we won't, because we'll have our eyes closed.
Okay. Do you know that Ozymandias?
I beg your pardon?
It's this old tale of the King of Kings who thought he was better than everybody else, and basically all that's left to show that he existed is trunkless legs of stone in the desert. Do you get what I'm trying to tell you, Pims?
No,
He's
no.
famous, Pims. He fought a basilisk and he's famous. That's what you need to take away from it.
Good.
That'll be on the pedestal. That'll be what people find in the desert.
I'll have a pedestal.
Look upon my works, you mighty and despair. But it'll have your torso-less legs on top of it. And your face will be smashed in the stone.
Oh,
With your
look.
dog expression shattered.
How big a pedestal are we talking?
Vast.
Okay, well, I'll bear that in mind. Okay, I'm stealthing up the hill. I want to have a look at this creature.
Okay.
You're not-
With
I'm gonna follow you.
the aforementioned stealth roll, I take it.
Yes.
Okay.
8.
Right. Clank, clank, clank.
I'm
Okay.
stealthing at the same time.
Me too.
I was going up with him.
Let me just have
I'm going up.
go on then. Sorry, Mark, I didn't catch your stealth roll.
It was 19. My stealth
19.
roll.
Okay, yeah, you're also very quiet. He's quite
15.
stealthy on these. And 15 from Hester. Okay, so yeah, the three of you are all very quiet, but Pims clanks a lot. Okay,
Sorry.
so as you reach,
It's new armor.
as
It's
you
the same
reach
armor as
the,
my armor.
Mine pinches under the arms.
so as you reach the lip of the gully, you're just getting close to the close to the edge when suddenly there is this greyish brown blur, and something leaps up from the edge of the gully and bites onto Pims, or tries to. Let's see how that goes. That's
Whoa.
16 to hit. Will that hit you, Pims?
No,
So-
it won't.
It won't. Okay. It tries to bite onto you, but its teeth scrape on your armor, and it falls back into the gully.
Whoa!
Okay.
Blimey.
I think we better roll initiative there. I think maybe because it's getting a little bit late, maybe we should pick this up. We roll the initiative at the beginning of the next session.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Chris.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. We will see you next week.
Maybe
8
for
o'clock.
the last time.
Tuesday, maybe 8 o'clock Tuesday. Find us on Twitch or YouTube. Please like, subscribe, or follow, whatever is appropriate for your platform of choice. And we will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.